Hey, 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 we are back, and that is a fact. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Today, we're going to talk about the final installment of the original Spyro trilogy, Spyro Spyro Year of the Dragon, not the Dragon. That's the first one. I always get those confused. But, this is definitely my favorite out of the trilogy. Definitely my favorite out of the original trilogy. And I feel like because it adds so much to the game, like so much extra stuff, and we'll get into that. But at first, I want to talk about the story. The story is pretty, pretty simple, but it's a little bit better than the other two. Essentially, these rhinos come into the dragon world while Spyro and all the dragons are sleeping, and they steal all the dragon eggs for some reason, and you're not able to stop them in time. Which is kind of crazy because there's like 125 dragon eggs missing, and like the fact that they were able to steal all of them while all the dragons were sleeping is kind of crazy, but whatever. But Spyro is basically sent on a mission to save all the dragon eggs, and he's sent to the quote-unquote Forgotten Worlds, and one of the dragons like, oh shit, the Forgotten Worlds, oh yeah, like we haven't been there in a long time, And you go there with Hunter, your cheetah friend from Ripto's Rage, and you essentially do all these activities, save all these worlds to, collect dragon eggs. And like that's really the only thing you collect in this game besides gems is dragon eggs. And as the story progresses, you eventually find out that dragon eggs are dragons are essentially what brings magic to a world, and the magic in the world is dying, so you can't access some portals until you hatch some dragons by collecting dragon eggs. And there's some more to it. I don't want to get too heavily into spoilers, but the thing that really makes this game, is the fact that they added new characters to the game, which I very, very, very much appreciated. It definitely adds some variety to the game. Now, these characters, the first one that's introduced is Sheila the kangaroo, and she's, she speaks like she's from Australia. She's like, yeah, good day, mate, and, crikey, all that stuff, like the crocodile hunter. And she, basically, the same aspect of the second game when Moneybags was making you pay to learn abilities. It's a lot more sinister because Moneybags has these different unlockable characters, in a cage, and he's like, oh, I'll let him out if you pay me, so it's kind of fucked up. It's basically like fucking slavery. Yeah, it's not slavery. He's not making them work, but it's essentially imprisonment, Anyway, you pay a certain amount and you unlock these characters, and Sheila the kangaroo is cool because she can jump like insanely high. She has these awesome kicks, and she's probably my least favorite out of the new characters, but I still like her a lot. And also, side note, before I go more into the characters, every character helps you with a boss fight, as you can see. Like Sheila helps you with Buzz, and Sergeant Bird helps you with the guy that shoots electric rockets at you and stuff. Sergeant Bird is next, and Sergeant Bird might be my favorite because like he's one of the few characters that can like actually fly. He doesn't just glide. Maybe it's not flying, maybe it's more like floating, but like Spyro really only glides unless it's like one of them speed worlds or whatever. But yeah, Sergeant Bird is really cool because he can basically like fly, be in the air indefinitely, and shoot rockets, drop bombs from below, and he's essentially just like your straight up like military man, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I liked him a lot. Then you got Bentley, and Bentley's just a giant fucking yeti, like a abominable snowman kind of guy. And Bentley's all right. The camera angle you play as him isn't great. I kind of get why they had to do it, but like I do appreciate how like they made Bentley feel so like large. I definitely appreciated that. Bentley has like a giant ice club, and he just like fucking hits people with it. He can also swing it to like bounce projectiles back. The thing that makes Bentley really cool is like Bentley has some really cool side missions. One of them is he boxes the Yeti from the previous game in the Coliseum world, I believe. And yeah, so Bentley might be my least favorite characters. It's either Bentley or Sheila. And then you get Agent 9, and Agent 9 is just this like crazy monkey with a laser gun. And yeah, he just kind of like, you know, he's like hopped up on speed and stuff, and just crazy. But he basically, you have a laser gun and you can throw bombs and stuff. Yeah, I like Agent 9 a lot, but I think Sergeant Bird is probably my favorite. Only things I was disappointed in with this game is I feel like besides Hunter, I thought it would have been cool to have like, well, Professor is in this game, but he's only here for Agent 9's world, and Alora would have been cool to see too. That would have been really, really, really cool. I think that's like my really only criticism about this game. I mean, obviously the story could have been like more like detailed and in depth, but you know, that's fine. The skateboarding, they added skateboarding to this. Like basically all the side activity in this game were like really, really, really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. But the skateboarding was definitely a lot of fun, especially like back in the day, because like I was one of those kids. I was in his like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater phase, and anything that had to do with skate. You know, I wonder if like that's why that was added to this game, is because around this time, like the success of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was so massive. But yeah, who knows? Definitely enjoyed the skateboard. The skateboarding like mostly just consists of like you doing tricks to earn points, and they definitely include a lot to integrate with more activities. Like there's certain skateboarding levels where when you do tricks, you get turbo, and then you can like speed through the course, which is so fun. I think the skateboarding levels were like my favorite. Oh yeah, so good. There's also a character named Bianca who you don't get to play as, and she's basically a bunny who you find out is like the evil crony to the sorceress, which the sorceress being like the main like bad guy. And the sorceress isn't anything to write home about. I mean, like at least she has like a decent motivation, where like Ripto was just like, oh, I want to control the whole world, you know, and you know, all that stuff. But Bianca, her crony, basically like falls in love with well, okay, I don't want to get into spoilers, but sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that, but you know, we're rolling with it. But Bianca is cool. When you enter each new hub world, she's like basically like, hey, stop it, you can't do this, like if for your own good you gotta go back, you know. And of course you don't listen to her, you keep going. Also, something I really loved about this game is Sparks Worlds, which Sparks is basically the dragonfly that like shows you where your health is at. When you're at full health, he's yellow or golden. When you're at mid health, he's blue. Green is when you're low health, and when he's gone, that means one more hit and you're dead. You're done, so. But in this game, they incorporate Sparks. You can play as Sparks in his own worlds, and you get to go against other insects. And they're like Sparks worlds are actually really good. Like really good. You essentially like go to like where other insects are. Like you'll go to like a crawdad farm, or like a, you know, like starfish reef or whatever. And man, like they were just so fun, because like you get like different power-ups for Sparks, and Sparks like it's basically like played like a top-down shooter, you know. And Sparks just gets to have all these like different like abilities. Like he'll shoot like lasers and rockets, and it's so cool. Man, I love this game so much, and it's definitely my favorite out of the whole series. And it sucks that I'm done with Spyro now. I can't ever see myself playing this game again, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But this has been your boy, Vay, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!